We got Monday Night Football.
Tyler, you have anyone going in Monday night this week?
Yeah, I've got Tyler Lockett riding hot on my bench.
Okay, okay.
Bipocalypse can't even get me to play a Monday Night Football superstar.
That's probably fair on your end. I wouldn't go through that torment
Nope.
ever again.
Jacoby Myers. Let's try it again, buddy.
So, as was hinted, we have the Seattle Seahawks and the New Orleans Saints. The Seahawks are home, but the Saints are favored by 4.5. The over/under is 43. And on this one, I wanted to bring up the fact that the Seahawks are allowing 433.2 total yards per game this season, the most in the NFL. Meanwhile, the Saints are coming off a bye, and since 2011, the Saints have averaged 30.1 points per game following a bye week, which is also the most in the NFL. But these are unfamiliar quarterbacks at the helm in Geno and Jameis. So, Tyler, what do you think is happening on Monday Night Football, since that's your thing, man, Monday nights?
Yeah, Monday nights have been rough to me. I'm not going to let them be rough to me this week. I look at this game and I look at what I watched with Seattle last week, and I can't help but feel like Geno Smith he's okay. Like he's not a horrible quarterback. The problem is Pete Carroll does not trust him at all. At the end of the day, until it is a situation where Geno Smith has to throw the ball, Geno Smith is not attempting a pass. It's not happening. If you're the Saints and you come out to play the Seahawks, on first down, you're getting a run. On second down, you're getting a run. And on third down, if those runs did nothing, you're getting a pass. And the problem with not trusting Geno is it's made Seattle predictable. Very, very, very predictable. And the thing that has made Seattle so potent and made Russell Wilson arguably the most efficient quarterback in the NFL over the last however many years is they've got deep threats. They've got Tyler Lockett. They've got DK Metcalf. They've got a great opportunity on 1st and 10, 2nd and 2 to run play action and hit one of those guys deep. And it just doesn't feel like he's going to let Geno do that. And I think that's going to be the thing that holds this offense back. I see myself taking the under, and I'm going to take the Saints to cover. I don't understand how Seattle is able to do much unless Pete Carroll just lets Geno go. The Saints have been fantastic against the run this year. Alex Collins is banged up. We know Chris Carson has a neck injury. In fact, I would be shocked if we see Chris Carson again this season. So I don't know how Seattle's going to score points. If you could get me a teaser of Seattle scoring 17 or less points, I would take it. I just don't see how they score points. And I think the Saints, while they don't have the best offense, you've got Alvin Kamara and you've got a Seahawks defense, like you said, that has just been allowing yards as though it is their absolute job. So, yeah, I mean, Jamal Adams for defensive MVP, I guess. But
best in the nation.
The one play that I'll throw out this week, if you need to take a shot on a defense this week, I like the Saints defense this week as a streamer. But after that, I'll kick it over to you, Jake. What do you got for me?
So I was leaning your direction on this one as well, too. I think the Saints are they have the ability to be the more explosive and more electric offense for sure. But I'm relying on what you said earlier. It's the way the Seahawks play. It's just run, pass, like legit, just traditional football. And right now, I just took a gander at the lines. They've already moved to another point for the Saints. So it looks like the money is going towards the public is going towards the Saints right now. So I already had Seattle in this, which kind of solidifies that I'm going to take Seattle. Seattle plus 4.5, now 5.5 is what the lines are at. But for 4.5, I'm definitely taking them. I just think that they're going to control the ball. They're able they're still able to maintain their offense. Geno Smith is not a bad quarterback. Yeah, they don't trust him, but he can make a play. It's probably smart you're putting Tyler Lockett on the bench right now, even though I'm playing you this week, and I'd really love for you to lose again on Monday night, just because it would be absolutely it'd just make my entire year if I could just beat you again on Monday night after the year you've had.
Oh, and you have DK Metcalf going, so you
Exactly.
still can. You still can.
Oh, fair. But I go back to that. Exactly. I love DK in this. It just seems like in this offense, Geno, yeah, he's not bad, but he's definitely not Russell Wilson to where he can scramble, allow Tyler Lockett to break free down the field and create that open space. DK Metcalf is just a huge, big target that he can rely on. And this week, I'm definitely fine with playing him and trusting in him. And for the rest of the season, I think he's going to be great in this offense, even with Geno there, just because I think he's going to be their number one. So I like DK a lot in this game. For the Saints, Marquez Callaway, really the only one that you could play. Not too excited. So I'll take Seahawks to cover in this game. And I do like the under in this one. I just think they're going to control the ball with Collins and Kamara and really just kind of have a big running game in this one.
Yeah, so for this game, I think this is going to be ugly. Personally, I'll take the Saints here for this game. Part of it is just a matchup of offense versus defense, where the only team that's actually giving up less yards per carry than the Bucks this season from a run defense standpoint is the Saints. So if Pete Carroll's going to be stubborn as all hell and just continuously try to pound Alex Collins into a line that they can't run, I think it's going to put Geno Smith in a really tough spot to pass the ball. And on top of that, Marshawn Lattimore has been playing fantastic since he got back, a little bit healthier there too. So actually from a Seahawks pass catching standpoint, I actually prefer Tyler Lockett over DK in this game. And that's saying it as a DK owner in actually two other leagues. And when I say that, DK is going to get it at his just because of how big he is and how fast he is. But I think from a pure matchup, you're going to have Lattimore on DK doing everything he can, and they would probably put a safety over the top. I actually think Lockett could get just enough. I'm not expecting a great game, but really, I'm just not expecting a great game from the Seahawks in general. So
you're not going to trick me, Matt. I'm not playing him.
No, do not listen to me.
He could have a great game. He could be awesome, Tyler, you should really play him.
Yeah, no, don't listen to me.
Here's the thing I've come to terms with. I've come to terms with the fact that if Tyler Lockett has a great game on Monday night, that still helps me because those targets are going away from DK Metcalf. So I'm in a win-win situation benching Tyler Lockett.
Unless Tyler Lockett has that boom game and actually is able to actually compete with DK, who's going to be getting locked down. So it's really going to be a difficult matchup over there. But I think it's going to be a low scoring. I'll take the under on the game for sure, because I know how bad Seattle is from a defensive standpoint, but I just don't know what Saints offense is going to show up. But even just with Kamara and some timely passes, I think that's just enough for the Saints to get, 21 points or so. And Seattle, I don't know, it's just going to be ugly. So I don't have a lot of expectations. Starts Kamara. Don't feel confident starting anyone else except for, maybe I guess Callaway. And then, lock it all day. Lock it in.
And DK. Feel confident starting DK.
Obviously, you have to start DK.
Yeah, obviously you do have to start DK. The thing that worries me about Lockett is Lockett's biggest threat was the deep ball, and that was Russell Wilson's specialty. So
it's also the mind meld. It's the mind meld between him and Russell Wilson. And I think, not to go back to the same well that I harped on to start this out, I don't think Geno Smith's ability is holding him back. I don't think it's holding the offense back. I think it's Pete Carroll's lack of faith in Geno Smith. I think it's his lack of faith in allowing the Geno Smith to go do what he allows Russell Wilson to do. And it's completely killing those first and second down shots that you usually see the Seahawks take. And when you take those points off the board, it's a sad thing to watch.
Which
Yeah.
kind of goes back to the rumors going around right now with Jacob Eason. They just signed him coming in. And then also Cam Newton has kind of been floating around that rumor mill as well. So it goes back to, does P actually trust Geno?
But I think Pete is running the offense the way that he would want to run it, even if Russell Wilson is the quarterback. He just can't because Russell Wilson is that prolific. Pete has the mindset of that run, pass mentality, win games defensively, and he just doesn't have the ability to hold up his end of the bargain anymore. That's kind of the flaw in the Seattle Seahawks team right now. But I am with you guys on taking the Saints, of course, besides Jake, who took Seattle. And then I was really tempted to take the over. And I think just to be different, I will, because again, who knows what side of the Saints show up. I mean, does Jameis throw another 4 touchdowns, another 5 touchdowns against such a weak Seattle defense? It's a possibility. And then Seattle could stumble into a couple as well. So
When in doubt, just throw it in a Jamal Adams direction. At least it's just going to bounce off.
right off the face mask, dude. The best in the nation. Thank you for listening to this little highlight of the 2 Minute Drill podcast. If you want to follow along to other games, here's a playlist for you. If you want to listen to the show in its entirety, show links are in the description. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.